This one is about going backwards. And we're going back to the pit that we were saved from, or going back to the damned, or going back to the evil witch, or going back at all in any way, shape, or form. And also about the transmutation of energies. Um, nope. I'm not sure how, if it's just you're a bunch of idiots who are trying to play it off like there is a story over there that looks like we're together or something. But needless to say, there's no possible damned way in hell or heaven that anyone's going to be able to pull off uh, selling a story that I'm voluntarily with them of the darkness. Okay? That's just the way that is. Because we have been resisting it and praying against it and anything that we could possibly think of to get God to take it from us for the last 15 years. So, no, we never go back to it. We never call them up. We don't have a relationship with them. Okay? There's no meeting place. We don't ever get together with these people. Now, they do stalk us, and they do show up in places where we go to do business, such as buy something, you know? They'll be there, they'll look at us, they'll maybe stand near us, but they don't talk to us. And if they do talk to us, it's the most banal of pleasantries you might say to any stranger. There's no recognition, there's no recognition of any type of relationship. The only thing that goes on ever between us is they return and do the same damn thing over again, which is invade us with their crappy energies, fire and this junk. Like, for the last few days, they've been desperately trying to get fire in our belly, which I do suppose it goes back to that, hey, you want me to light your candle, so I can mark you as mine? No, we are not going to hold a candle for you. We're not going to hold a candle for anyone. And I'll tell you now, witch, or whoever is doing it, keep your fire off of us. Whoever in the darkness is trying to put that dark energy on us and try to get that in our belly, stop that. Stop doing that. And stop putting your bad energies on our heart. Stop putting your bad energies on us. Stop putting your energies on us. Like I just felt some come in just behind me just a few minutes ago. Or not, just a few seconds ago. And, this is what I've been facing day in and day out for dozen years, 15 years, something like that. Just daily attacks. And then it got to not just daily attacks, but on a regular basis. Hey, is it starting to look too cool over there? Well, let's dose it again with some of this crap energy that we don't want. I guess to keep us looking more like them. Keep us fitting in a little bit. And we've been praying against it for a long, long time. So no, we're not going back to anything. If anything, it's them coming back to invade us yet still again. And we have prayed repeatedly that any of those that is not the color of heaven be repelled and kept out of us. This vessel sealed shut against all of the forces of darkness, shadow or night. And no, again, just because I talked about an Earth, Wind, Fire song, talking about love, wasn't an invitation of any sort. I'm not in love. No, I'm not doing true love. I'm not in love with the night. Not in love with anything other than, I guess, the Prince of Peace, really. The light. I'm in love with the light, that's for sure. And there are times where, when you're thinking about it, it is as though you're in love with the Prince of Peace, But I am in love with my peace. I'm in love with my light. Those are the things I love and want. And like I said, I'm a light on my way back to the light. No, we have no intentions of getting married or anything like that. And oh yeah, we just saw that report about the cult group that had hired them to come here and handle us and all that stuff, which it's pretty damn funny whenever the entire thing is beneath us, Again, it's the test is in what do you do if they fall before you? If they're laying there on the ground before you, what do you do with it? Do you go, uh-oh, I better do something to make sure this is okay so everything goes right? Or do you go, ha ha ha, now it's my turn? That's your test. You know, is it right to pull all the levers and push all the buttons just because you get a chance to? Or is it better to be very judicious in your exercise of power and what you do, how you leave things, right? Yeah. On the transmutation of powers or energies, I've noticed some of that maybe possibly, I don't know. It is true that even though we're attacked regularly all day long, assaulted with those energies, it means less. I do believe we're probably, and of course, we shine brighter whenever they're not attached to us, guys. They're a parasite. It's already finally. I tune into this different people from time to time to get a feel for what they're doing and where they're going. But it gives you an idea, even if you're listening to the enemy, it gives you an idea of where they're going in their mind, in their manipulations, what they think is possible. And every time I listen to this little thing, I'm like, oh dear God, I can only go so far before I have to turn it off. Because it's so thick. It's like the demon in you is speaking through you, and you think that you're being very intelligent, don't you? You know? Because I can just see it. See it. But anyway, she broke out with this story that was like about as true as anything can get. I heard the other one, which was a fantastical story about how people were, the overall thing was to get this group attached so they could ride with this Spaceship Tommy into the life and somehow finagle another life, even though I believe the majority of those people in that group had already gone past that option. So it's really bizarre to see truths being spoken by those who I thought absolutely were. But then the devil does that. He'll mix it up for you, those truths, to get you to believe some of those lies. Of course, we see all through that, and we don't not buy any of those lies, that's for sure. That is for sure. But yeah, I just covered it. I think also one of the reasons why they've been trying to get, and it always comes right to our belly. It's not trying to get to our back, of course. But one of the reasons is it's like gives you a false sense of hunger. It's the kind of stuff that makes your tummy churn. It starts talking over here and then over there, and I don't do that. My belly doesn't do that. It hasn't done that, like 10 years or something, right? And plus, we've been eating so very little food. That's someone trying to impose something on us. Probably the witch, which we, of course, renounce and rebuke because we never had any kind of a agreement with the damned thing. It is just the darkness attacking the light. And if it continues, not only will them and their little group suffer, but it's going to go back on what is putting them forth. That suffering can extend deeper. It's just an eventuality. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I just know them who will. And I guarantee you guys, you want it to stop. Just let it go. We're not calling you. We released you. We let you go. We shunned you. We said goodbye day in, day out for the last, 15 years. How many goodbyes is that? How many goodbyes is 15 years of goodbye? Just don't even say it's every day of the year. Say it's 90% of the days of the year. 95% of the days of the year, rather. How many goodbyes is that? 15 years worth of goodbye. 15 years worth of disconnect from me. You're not accepted. Quit invading me. Get off. Leave me alone. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. You're not my kind. No, no, no. We're not going to be in a union with darkness. God love you and God keep you. We're going with the God who loves me. We're just here for the party, if there was one. I can't see that, but no, past that, we're not interested in hooking up, guys. And no, we're not going back to anything. If we accidentally get exposed, to anything, and that, of course, as far as I can tell, they take any excuse to try to reconnect. They'll make up any story as to why they're justified in that. But again, it's only the darkness attacking the light. That's all it is.